What is this, I wonder?
I'll tell you what. Can you see, does this look like it's flexing?
Nope.
No? Okay, well this is the better side anyway. Does that look good?
No.
Okay, fine, whatever. Huh, what'd you find? Was it this one? Oh, huh, what'd you find? It looks like a fossil shell. But what would that be doing here? 3, 2, 1. But why would there be fossil seashells here? This is Colorado, and they don't call it the mile-high state for... They don't call Denver the mile-high city for nothing. Why in the world are there fossil seashells here in Colorado? To find out more about this mystery, I traveled south to visit Dinosaur Ridge. Perhaps here would have some of the answers that I was seeking. Harry das erste Jahr in der Schule das spannendste, aufregendste und lustigste in seinem Leben. Stürzt von einem Hogwarts-Abenteuer in die Nacht unheimliche Geschichte muss gegen Bestien, Muskular und Fabelwesen kämpfen. Da ist es gut, dass schon Freunde. But how do scientists know that these dinosaur tracks are made on a beach? Fortunately, there are other clues preserved in the rock. Ripple marks made by the lapping of the waves on the shore are one line of evidence. The other is trace fossils. Besides the dinosaur footprints, we have fossilized worm and nearshore animal burrows and some other trace fossils as well. Oh yeah? Well, what if I was to tell you that this is a great place to find fossil seashells? Seashells. Look what we found. Take a look. Right here. Look at these fossil clams. These are clams called Inoceramus. They're interesting fossil clams right here in this rock. Millions of people walk by here every day and never notice. So we know that at one point, Colorado had a beach right here, and dinosaurs walked on the beach. We know that clams lived here as well. But what else lived here? Did Colorado ever have more than just a beach? Why do we have to take calculus in school if we never use it for the rest of our lives? How do magnets work? To learn the answers to these questions and more, I traveled even further south than Dinosaur Ridge to the Morrison Natural History Museum. There I would meet Doug Hartshorn, the legendary museum coordinator. Would he be able to answer my questions?
This is what we're talking about right here. This is the kind of rock you're going to find fish, mosasaurs, sometimes, a lot of times, Pteranodon skeletons preserved in the very fine silts that we're collecting on the sea bottom right here in Colorado. One of the most fascinating things about Colorado that most people don't know when they come to the museum is that we're underwater. For about 30 million years, there were no dinosaurs hanging out here because this is not a dinosaur. This is a 40-foot long lizard called a tylosaur. Huge animal, about 42 feet long. Swam in the sea right here. Would have looked like that if Zack never did his GoPro up there and look at him. Flippers, long tail, and a big carnivore. This guy was the top carnivore in the Cretaceous Seaway right here, Western Interior Seaway. This sea goes all the way from the Gulf of Mexico all the way up into the Arctic Ocean. It's quite wide, covers Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, North and South Dakota, Montana, up into Canada. It's a big, big seaway. All kinds of different things live in here then. Tylosaur is just one. Ammonites, all different kinds of animals lived right here then, but no dinosaurs. This guy, if you look closely, has a couple really interesting things. These teeth right up underneath here, attached to the roof of the mouth, called pteranodons. And these teeth are designed, when this guy closes his jaw, it's wrapping around. If you get bit by this thing, you've only got one way to go, and that's back into the gullet. It also has a third eye right in the top of its head. That's pretty cool. Not everybody has that. It's not a seeing eye per se. This is an eye that is used to see how much energy it's getting in and perhaps sense some shadows. Here's another one, Platycarpus. He's been found in the belly of this guy. This guy wasn't a picky eater. Anything that moved had a chance of being eaten. And that's all I have to say about that. This is Herkimer. He's our live monitor lizard. These two guys are cousins, pretty close cousins. And in fact, you'll probably see a white spot on the top of Herkimer's head in another shot. That's his third eye. It's called a parietal eye. Can't really see with it. But Herkimer has that, but he doesn't have the pterygoids. He doesn't have those teeth in the roof of his mouth. But if you skin this guy and compare that skeleton to this skeleton, they'd be pretty close. Really close, in fact. But both of them not dinosaurs. Not even close. They lived with dinosaurs, totally different guys. Who can tell me where this picture was taken 70 million years ago? Right here. I heard somebody say that. This guy would have flown here. I like to think of it as pelican albatross bat. Pelican probably had a pouch. Dives for fish. Albatross, because this thing had to soar all the way out here near slants back in Utah. Got a long ways to go. Eating little fish, not a very big space for his fish. This is really cool. If you think of your arm, this bone right here is the humerus. Radius and the ulna. These are wristy bones. So what's this? Finger? Yep. That's a 4.5 foot long finger. So when this guy spreads out his hands, he's got 11-foot wingspan. Pretty big guy. Put him in at a weight of about 10 to 15 pounds. A lot of fun to think about. These guys branched off very early in the Triassic, so we give them their own separate group. Pterosaurs. Wonderful animals.
That's a lot of fascinating animals. What else lived in the seaway? Paleontologists have found the remains of countless fish, including this Xiphactinus, who has another fish preserved inside its stomach. Enormous sea turtles such as Archelon were the size of a small car. Sharks such as Cretoxyrhina prowled through the surf. Then there's one of my personal favorites, the elasmosaurs, whose neck could be twice as long as the rest of their bodies. Between 70 and 100 million years ago, Colorado and much of central North America were covered by a shallow sea known as the Western Interior Cretaceous Seaway. Despite the fact that much of this area is now elevated a mile high above sea level, we can still find the remains of the seaway's denizens if you look in the right rock formations. A sobering reminder that what we accept as the face of the Earth today is as fleeting as something else that'll be around for about 1 million years before changing. If you'd like more content like this, check out my blog at thenaturalworldconnections.wordpress.com, where you can find fun-filled blog posts, links to my podcast, and other fun-filled videos. Special thanks to Doug Hartshorn for telling us all about the Western Interior Seaway, and Mona Kamath for finding a rock that we pretended was a fossil for the sake of the show. We'll see you next time. Okay, I think it's because there wasn't any weight on it before. Does this look better now?
Oh yeah, way better.
Okay, that's... yeah, no, I was just kidding before. Oh, are we filming?
We are
Okay.
filming.